It's a way to take everything that you have learned and anything that you can dream of, and you can have someone work with you to mold you and to go any direction you want to go. The possibilities are limitless if you can focus. And that's the key piece, maintaining a focus. Now, as you know, if you're, young students, they get off track here and there, but it's about having a goal, and it's about teaching those students, those young, impressionable learners, about what path can you take to achieve your goal. So that's what I think when I think education.
For education, of course, you have to get a college degree. If you're going to be a teacher assistant, you can get an AA degree, associate's degree. If you're choosing to go further and to become a teacher, you have to get a bachelor's of education degree. And with that, you can go and train. You can go into teacher education. If you choose to become a corporate trainer, you can do that as well. Or you can go into administration. So there's many different dynamics of the field that you might choose to go into. And as far as education, it's really up to you. You can start with an AA degree and end up with a PhD. So.
As an educator, have to want to learn more about whatever it is that you are educating about, whatever you are training somebody on. You have to want to learn more. And something that people don't really think about often, you also have to be a people person. If you are not approachable, then you're not going to be able to reach your students, your audience, your whomever you're talking with. If you're mean and hateful, people aren't going to want to be around you. They're not going to respect you, and they're not going to learn from you. So you have to be a people person.
A can-do attitude. You've got to perseverance. You can't quit. Yes, it will be difficult, but you've got to be willing to ask for help. That's key. And how you ask for help. Because, as educators, we don't know everything, but we are able to go and ask for help so that we can it's very important that we give our students the correct information. Now, we're not going to always be right, but you've got to have that sense of humility to say, hey, I got it wrong. Let's try this again. I think that most teachers now start out in your mid-30s, and I've been doing this for 18 years now, so I was in my upper 40s, and then I got a master's degree. So each degree you get, it will bump you. So the master's degree bumped me past up into the 50s, and so you can get national board certifications. That'll take you on. So the sky's the limit. And many of my coworkers, they do the 60s and up. It's a common thing. So you can make a decent living, and it's about just finding that right balance. Like my grandfather said, if you live below your means, you'll have an awesome life. So you can have an awesome life, if you budget and manage yourself. It's a great thing. But what the rewards you get with your kids, they're priceless. They're priceless. And your holidays, your weekends. But like most teachers, you have no holidays and weekends. You use that time for your kids.
Well, if you're going to become a teacher assistant, you can start making $19,190, and that was the statistics from 2016. As an administrator, the same statistics say that you can make $97,000 as an administrator. But if you look now, salaries have increased exponentially. You can make as much as you want to make. People tell you that teachers don't make a lot, but if you are crafty enough, you can use those other skills and talents to make whatever you need to make. You can go somewhere and you can actually do a training, and people will pay you really well if you're doing really good in training. You can become a corporate trainer in education. You can become a consultant to a school district. So your chances to earn income is unlimited. As far as a classroom teacher, you might start off, depending on your district, making somewhere in the 30s or 40s. And then later on, if you stay with it, then you will find out that you can make much more. And a lot of times it's not how much you make, it's how well you manage what you make.
The future of education, it's going to be very mobile. It's no longer where you come in the classroom and you sit there and we start here and we finish here. It's going to be very flexible. It's going to be self-paced. So it's not going to be that traditional classroom where everybody's doing the same thing. No, you'll have two doing might be doing something math related, technology related, English related, history related, some career. Some kids will be going straight into what they need for their careers. So it's going to be very mobile. Now it's going to require teachers to also continue to educate themselves and also to be very mobile, because when the kids have problems, you're going to have to troubleshoot. So you're going to have a little background and almost a little bit of everything. So education is continuous. They can't stop and we can't stop. Because you want to change the world, and you literally can. As an educator, you work every day. What comes out of your mouth can build or destroy, and you can change the world. So when you see things that are problematic, what you do in that classroom can build children to change their world and to know, because as a child, you see the people around you. Some of it's good and some of it's bad, but as a kid, to know that if you can take these things in that your teacher gives you, that if you can absorb these things, you can change and mold and build any situation. It's a beautiful thing. Education is one of the greatest things that there is, because everyone has to be taught.